8 o'clock at night. I am doing this way later than I should have, and I haven't really done like a proper room cleaning in a while, which I will go and proceed to do after I'm done with this. I am very tired right now. This is another. I'm sorry for yawning here, but this is another tired edition. This is going to be the tired edition. I'm sure there's another tired edition somewhere in the 70 in the 60 Twitch talks actually it's 70 Twitch talks now that I've done and posted. I'm sure somewhere around there I've also filmed. I think I remember I did one at like 11 in the night. I'm not joking about that. It really was just that late. And also, I'm noticing something going live. Mellow Bunny is live. I will go watch her after I am done doing this. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well today. So I'm making a video, and it was a challenge run of Elden Ring, and I kind of cheated on Radon because I hate that fight. Let me rephrase this. I hate doing the fight solo. I don't think the fight is that bad when you actually, you know, when you actually use the mechanics the game gives you. But when you try and like needlessly restrict yourself, it's not really a fun fight because there's a lot of bullshit. Now, granted, I was fighting him at around level 55, which is under leveled, but still. I just don't like farming an Elden Ring, and especially since the challenge I'm doing makes farming absolute dog shit, to put it lightly. Anyway. Okay, I'm back. I'm a little less sleepy now, but this is still the tired edition. Yeah, there's a lot that happened in between the last when I stopped recording there and when I continued recording now. I usually try to do the Twitch talks all in one go, but sometimes that's not possible, so yeah. Anyway, I really do have some pretty awesome stuff. So today I'm going to be streaming Hollow Knight Silksong. I know I probably should have, announced this a couple minutes earlier, but I'm lazy, so there you go. Like 2 minutes, 30, 40 seconds in, I finally announced what game I'm going to be streaming today on the Twitch talks. Anyway, again, I don't really have much to say. I'm just chilling right now. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed soon. So, yeah. Also, I'll probably launch up Hollow Knight Silksong really quick here. And, yeah, 3 minutes should be enough to where it only loops once. Like, it might loop once, but it won't, like, get very far after the second time. Anyway, love you all. Thanks for coming to the Twitch talks, and cue the loop. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Twitch Talks number 78, and it is 8 o'clock at night. I am doing this way later than I should have, and I haven't really done like a proper room cleaning in a while, which I will go and proceed to do after I'm done with this. Greetings, everyone. This is a test. Here we go. Let me check something real quick. There we go. So now we continue. Hello, Sticks. Welcome to the stream. We're playing more Ace Attorney 1 today. The Turnabout Samurai. You have disgraced me for the last... This is such a cool intro. Funny thing, I'm gonna probably share this right at the start. This reminds me of a dream I had. And it was a fever trip of a dream. This is the second part of the dream I'm telling you, because the first one is just weird and it makes no sense when compared to it. All you need to know is It happened in the first part of the dream happened in ancient Roman times, and we were prisoners on a Roman and I was with some friends who were prisoners on a Roman ship. We escaped it, then floated all the way to California modern day, where it was like one of those FBI detective shows, but someone actually died in the real life, and we were sent to investigate it. Don't ask me why, but it was my dream. That is legit what this case reminded me of. There's Maya. Stop waving that broom around. I gotta... What's the real show you were watching? The Steel Samurai? By the way, there's a reason I have it not on full screen, and the reason is simple. It's so I don't have to deal with shenanigans every time I want to click off and do something else. Young? Like, how young? What the heck are you doing? Getting all excited. 17. I'm a teen, not like you. Oh, wow. By the way, I'm only 2 years younger than Phoenix Wright. Steel Samurai was #1. I really worry about the kids these days. You know what? Fair. Me too, but for very different reasons. Close up the office. Yep. A month has passed since my trial. How are you gonna pay the rent this month? I don't know, Nick. I don't know. Yep. October 16th, 8:14, Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Yep. This is Phoenix. Oh. The Steel Samurai. You mean like a... Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. What? Yep. October 16th, 9:22. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Now for the morning. Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays a lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Oldie Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. Yep, Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the evil magistrate. Jack Hammer. Wow, very on the nose there, Capcom. Interesting. This has to be a joke. Huh? Let's see who it is. Right. Hold on. Nick. It's the Steel Samurai. Yeah, I'd be confused too. I am reading through this, by the way. I'm not just speeding through. I'm actually paying attention. It's just that I read really fast. I'll slow it down a little bit so people who can't read as fast as me can actually, you know, read the text. Don't worry. Look at her face. She's just like... I'm sorry, I can't replicate that without laughing. I love this game. I don't think examining anything here is going to be worth anything, but, You know what? Sure, let's just examine. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow, or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Chinese water torture. Why am I like this? Yep, there's a horrendous amount of Lego books. Scarier still is thought I have to read all of these now. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Very nice, Phoenix, right? It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy, happily cleaning the room. References to the last case, but... let's talk to Mia and see what she has to say. Well, what should we do? What should we... Does she want to investigate the case or just want to do some sightseeing? My money's on sightseeing. Make a case yet. You don't have a clue what happened. She's so upset. Just, it's fine. We're gonna head to the detention center, and we're gonna actually get started on this case. October 16th, detention center, visitor's room. Ooh, I did not know he was like that. Ooh. What's wrong? Willpower is our client. What? What are you saying? Something wrong. No. After I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Oh, no. Oh. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part to Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. Wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. What? Is he crying? What? Let's talk to you. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what... Yes, of course. Okay. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to the Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. Huge. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. Oh, whoa. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. The Steel Samurai? Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him in this time. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Okay, Power's alibi. This is huge. Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsals were to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. Sleeping the entire afternoon? Some action, hero. Lovely. I think I should probably check out the scene. Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. I'm willing to bet 10 bucks you'll ask for autographs. You know what? Nick, I'll take that bet of yours and double it. I'll bet 20 bucks you'll ask for autographs. So we're gonna go to this main gate of the studio. But... October 16th, Global Studios main gate. I know... Wow. Okay. No, I'm here for the job, Maya. Respectfully, I am here to get paid as a detective. What the? Oh. I'm sorry. The names are just too hilarious. What the? Old man. I guess you could say old H-H-E. I'm so sorry. I'm security. Yep, gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to... I read all that, by the way. She was complaining about hippies and stuff. It's kind of hard to keep track of it all, but I was reading it. It's just that the information just went in my brain, out. Because that's how boring she is. Well, I grew up... I don't know, it's possible. What? What the heck? The studios. We make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio dream. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was. The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. Interesting. Huh. I don't think she did it, but I think she's hiding something. She's definitely hiding something, and will most likely be called to the trial later on. Mr. Will Powers, he's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching him would lose their lunch. He's not that bad of a guy! I'm not implying anything by this, but he's a handsome dude. Capable of doing what he did to poor Jack. Huh. Powers, of course he's guilty. Interesting. I know everything. Hold on. We're gonna talk about Mr. Hammer here, and then go down the list. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? All if you only knew, Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Interesting. But what's your why would Will be jealous of him if that was the case? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go through the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the... And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. Okay. There's nothing to see here. Move along. Mr. Powers impressed. Maybe I'll just let you in. Okay. Oh no! Why is she crying? You made Maya cry. Screw you. Screw you. I'm suspicious of you. They all think I did it, don't they? Not at all. Not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. What's your alibi? Mr. Powers or... No, I never do that. You were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. Saw you that day. Seen him. What? Don't know what to say. You have to tell me. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear... Okay. Only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Huh. What if it was someone dressed up as him? It's entirely possible. Because, look. In the acting business, makeup and other stuff can get you a long way to looking like someone else. So, maybe she thought she saw him from a distance. This is my leading theory, but we're going to talk about the security lady after I get myself a drink. I'm going to do a self-redeem of my hydrate. Yeah, all this big brain detective work takes a lot of brain power. Wanna know what builds that brain power? Black cherry, Shasta black cherry soda. Not sponsored, by the way. I have an idea. I'm gonna just try this for the rest of the stream. Because this is a game where I can kind of get away with doing this. Perfect. The security lady. The security lady? Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Interesting. Mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. Yep. Huh. Interesting. You think you could write up a letter for me? Of course. Document proving Will's Powers request for attorney. We're gonna get to the main gate of the studio. We're gonna present this. There we go. Childish scrawl. Powers request given the security lady. Entrust his faith to you for such unreliable appearance. Hey! I'm very well trimmed, mind you. Sure, I haven't shaved for a bit, but I think the whiskers make me look nice. Really? Only left from here towards the studios. No, going to the right. That's the employee area. Huh. No one allowed inside power my instructions. Good detective told... Detective Gumshoe! Maps and the security guards. What? $50. Fine, I'll give you 50 cents. Interesting. Outside Studio 1. Let's see. Hey! Are you joking? I was proven... Phoenix Wright was proven innocent, mind you. Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So... It's all your fault for doing sloppy. Oh my... What? Whoa! Whoa! You do not need to be like that, Maya. Yeah, I agree. What the... I think you're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey! Pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I think a character over what? The investigation. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Yep. What I got? The autopsy. What happened last time, pal? Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30. Cause pierced through the... Okay, if I know something, they're probably gonna make up some bullshit later on, but this is useful, thank you. What's the reason for arrest? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of the death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Thanks for cheering me up. Okay, the security lady. Let's talk about her. What's the security lady? Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? For my badge, she gave me a donut and some Okay. She's a sucker for authority. Piece of valuable evidence. Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence? Photo. A photo of the steel samurai heading towards us. See the camera up there on the gate? Oh, I see it. For someone hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh ho ho ho. Of course, you're not going to... Yep, someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Let's examine some stuff first. The studio mascot, I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? I'm not sure what it is. He's holding a sign in his hand. Oh, what? Hold on, you're right. I did notice that, but I didn't think it was relevant. The wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. I took that tree down with it too. Okay. Examining. Camera here. That's a security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went there. There's a number plate on the camera, STL1307. That must be the camera ID number, STL1307. Hey, good idea, pal. Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Okay. That is weird. What would cause it? So, a strong wind? It must be fragile as heck. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. It's locked. Looks like you need a car key to get in. Non-employees out. Let's talk to him and see if... Interesting. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Apparently, the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. You sure know a lot of... What perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. This was so... Nothing! We're just playing around, but... I don't really see anything else I haven't... Huh? What's down the path on the left? Looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh yeah, that way's kinda dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there, anyway. Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Okay, let me check this. So the main gate's here. What? That doesn't make any sense. So we're right here-ish. What's the... No clues here. So this is the way to Studio 1. Do I move back to the studio main gate and talk to the lady? From the guard station, stuffing her face with donuts. Interesting. I guess all cops like their donuts. Well, she seems... Maybe she's just... They're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Photographic proof. Oh, that? I thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. You passed by my station first. Now poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 p.m. The murder happened right after 2:30, see? Why would the murder take an hour and a half? Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Mr. Hammer. A popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Interesting. He was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. Play the Automatic camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. Interesting. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Interesting. What the? What the? Do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Power's dressing room. Okay. Let's examine everything we can. Like cola, candy, chips, gum. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Huh? Samurai soda. Lay's burst. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. Okay. Anyway, ooh, what's this? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. You know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Anything else of importance? A window in the dressing room. The grass is frosted so I can't see inside. What do you mean, fine? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon. Dressing room it is. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Interesting. At least this is where he claims he was sleeping. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. Huh? What the? Is there any definitive evidence? What's this? Power's bag. Employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Borrow. You mean borrow. Bar key. Add it for the court record. What? Stop that! My partner, the thief in trading! Okay. There's a vast array of cosmetics. No. And how can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I, kinda like samurai movies. Interesting. Kinda. Interesting. That knowledge might come in useful. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's some regular costume suits among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. No! Stop! I say you were already wearing one myself. It's locked. Looked like he doesn't open his window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Interesting. Anything else? Anything else that we can take a look at? The wig might be useful. Or it's just there for a flavor tech. Huh? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. Some tea and cookies. No! You just... What? You have a separate stomach for steak! How many stomachs does this girl have? Me too! I'm wondering... There's nothing here. Okay. Why are you still here? Yep. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Inside Studio 1. Are you gonna be mad at us? Okay, good. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet, huh? The evil ashtray did the... Huh. Hold on. There's that bag there. Let's look at this. They outline where Jack's hammer body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil ashtray costume. I guess that's why his head part looks like the helmet. Funny, I expected the spear stabbing would leave at least a pupil. Huh. Interesting. That's an interesting note. Chair of the director sits in. Take a look at... A megaphone of... Really? Really? This girl's more trouble than I thought. That's interesting. What's this? Reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want it... Director, or maybe still separate. I think she's being serious. There's a ladder here. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry, this girl's out there. What's... Is this a clue? Right here? Somewhere? The camera? That must cost a ton. So don't touch it. Hey. What the? Who's this? Phoenix? You know. You know, no, I don't know. Penny, I'm an assistant. Help with props, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. WP's people. WP? Oh, well, P, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Okay, she believes us. Anything else? How about we talk to you and see if we can... Okay. In the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequence. We went through the action sequence in the employee areas. Interesting. This image shows him kind of falling over and struggling a bit. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Interesting. Did you know that... No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind... No. I'm sure you're... Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. Yeah. Then he has to be... Sorry, I know you're busy, not... Huh? A lead? Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees? I don't think so. The only thing we had was scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Interesting. Sensing someone. Yes, I think doesn't cut it in the witness testimony. If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, so we talked to her? And maybe she... October 16th, Global Studios, main gate. Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. Oh, waving it off. The assistant's claim. I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about... Yeah. 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. The Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Can be. What? You were here watching the whole time? Who was it? Uh-oh. We're not... Uh-oh. That's interesting. Oh, boy. Huh. Computer? Maybe. Try it. Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Camera at 1 p.m. That's when security lady... Okay. Outside Studio 1. Mm-hmm. STL 1307. 307. Three oh seven. 307, 307, 307. 307, 307. There we go! What the? How is this a picture of Will? Yeah! He is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. Detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. October 15th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Maybe there's more photo. Huh? Taken at the gate entrance, 2 p.m. We'll put her in her place. Anyway. Let's not. It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Interesting. You could be the next. Why do I have to be the villain? Are we done? What we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real... I don't think it is. I really do not think it's the lady. Save my progress up until this point. Fudge. I have to deal with him. Day 2 trial. Okay. I'm worried about Edgeworth, because I am sure he's gonna be conviction. District Court, courtroom number 4. It is Edgeworth. Gosh darn it, no! No! The prosecution is ready. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 on the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, 2:30. All point to suspect. I see. Very well. I was... Okay. Detective Gumshoe. Oh. We're gonna do Detective Gumshoe. Detective, if you... To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, okay? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the warning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security lady there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, a defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman with the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. PM, the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff were... Interesting. It's 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest listed murderous weapon. Yeah. skip it. Was a spear. Yep. I'm sure there's some kind of... Oh no. Okay, interesting. What? Your name, please. He's probably like, what the heck? Call me Yorn. Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. When the old bag theory. Objection! I object to the witnesses talking of this. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Yes, see, I was. She's sure as well. Okay. She's at suck-up, which is interesting. On the day of the murder, arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. I, Will, had some errands to run that morning. Well, anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from till 2:30 p.m. Interesting to me because a certain man walked by right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Saw the defendant then. Okay, cross-examination time. This is where we... You arrived at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through. One o'clock when... Let's see if we can crack her on this. What was the errands that you had to do? Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know? You locked the gate, you did your job. Interesting. It was 1 p.m. Okay, so she was watching. That's actually very interesting. So she was at the studio from then until 1 p.m. Then until 5. RB. Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30. Is that important? Then there's the guide map. There's the car key that we have. There's Powers' photo. Let's check this. Let's press on this and see if we can get something. You sure? Sure? Well, who is the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited. Okay. It was Powers. That man right there. Okay, can we press on this? Saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. It was him. That's not the case, necessarily the case. Here's the thing. I think this sequence is going to happen. I present the photo. No, it gets her to crack, but Edgeworth saves it by objecting, saying, hey, this is the set costume, so... It was him. He's in costume. Is this it or not? Objection! There we go. Theme music stopped. That's how I know it's right. Mrs. Oldblack, you've been saying since yesterday that you saw Miss... There's no definitive proof. Yep. No, they can't! Even he knows! He's like, wait, no! No! Well, I mean, I wonder. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. There we go! I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing of Mr. Witness. Old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Interesting. Why did you present this? Even Edgeworth is surprised? This prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. You should... What the heck? Any good as evidence. What? Wow, old Windbag has even left. Okay. Man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, Mike. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Brain is that. Okay. I can't... You have to press at the correct points. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Not worth it. During the run-through of the action scenes, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Huh. I didn't... Let's object. Let's press on this. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai... Are you joking me? Interesting. I'm gonna press this. What's Mr. Poe? Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Lost a nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Okay. What? He's dragging one leg. So that's true. Okay, we can't confirm this is true, because we've seen this before. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day. Okay, so here's the thing. We're gonna press one more time to rest up, dust the nap. Dragging his foot. What the? Shit, We're gonna contradict this. Where's the break in this? Great. We're gonna press. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I helped him make it better for him, of course. Let's just skip it. A backdrop second. She didn't know about Power's ankle. We're gonna... Who was present at the room? Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai. Then poor Hammer, the evil man. Me. Observing. Just observing. So she didn't see... It's point... He sprained his ankle. Which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? We couldn't find it. Interesting. We're looking. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. Do I object? What the... Defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else was not caught. What the? Huh. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have had seen them. True. The only person... Are you sure? Is this... Edgy boy. Oh, come on. Old Wimbatcher. Well, you know what I mean. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting. It's 2:30 p.m. We're gonna press here. Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. Nobody's suspicious looking, right? Can we please got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, there's nothing here. You're joking me. Wait, this was in his bag. Do we present this? Do we present this? Do we present this? This is the issue. Because here's the thing. We found this in his bag. That's not sufficient evidence, though. There's no way we can bluff our way. The only person I... So then after... Here's to the chest. If they had, I would have... Object. Now I just explained. I gave donuts to young. Time of death? How do we do this? Here's the thing. True. The only Nobody suspicious looking. You mean before 1 p.m.? The witness. Anyone go to the... Pierce to the chest. Guide map. No one else went there. What if the person was already... I'm at a dead end here. At 2 p.m. Shoot. Do we present this and point out the fact that photo number 2, so there has to be another photo somehow? Do we do this? This is risking a life, but I'm gonna risk it. Objection! Yes, photo number 2. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? You're heading from a hole in the ground. Right. Yep. October 15, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Ooh! Two people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone... You watch. But the camera fired twice. That means two people went by. I don't understand the... Interesting. Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Huh? Whippersnapper. Interesting. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate of someone other. I see. Your testimony, please. The other person. Let's see. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldback! This is the first I've heard of this! Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Her face is just so deadpan. Job to do. I go through the photos. We're gonna press. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. Do you have the photo? Well, who would... A fanboy. Fanboy? Ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One there... was there that... Objection! Huh? No one else could get in? I locked it... There we go. Pressing... Train that goes into the employee area. Huh. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. They're kids. Children. Whippersnapper. So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. Can't stop them. Can't catch them. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible. Much mind. That's why I erased the data. Makes him a suspect. Unsuspect. This 5-minute recess. Defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Alright. 11:08 a.m. Yes. Straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. So who was the steel samurai? No. The steel samurai costume was off in the corner in the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. It doesn't look good. We play for more time. Start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. Not. Court will now reconvene. The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. Went through the studio as a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else. Accusing the innocent. The security lady? The assistant girl? I'm at the grade school boy, obviously not. It's a large spear and there's no reason for it. The assistant girl, maybe. They could be doing this little switch up thing where the old lady is a big fanboy of... I'm gonna say the assistant girl because she's a big fanboy of it. There's nothing about her. She's doing backdrop stuff. She wasn't there for the rehearsal or anything. She could have grabbed the spear after, taken the costume. She seemed objectionable when we asked her about it. Can we determine that it's her?
Objection!
Is this... Shit! The security lady? That means whoever was in the suit knew about the morning's injury. Maybe... Okay. Standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly... Simple. Take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Why would she... That's odd. Isn't this... where Edge was bitten with an objection and some damn new... Does the... The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. We don't have enough evidence. What is the move here? Here's the thing. Pressing further usually does do it. He has no meaningful objections, but we don't have damning evidence. We don't have evidence. What the? Okay. You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. No, you said second or third grade. That boy is no... I have proof. Pierce through the... Could it be the spear? I doubt a second or third grader could do it. It's either this or the autopsy report. That very spear is shown here in this photo. Okay. The windbag's speechless. Windy, more about your witness. Windy, what's her name? Something old bag, your honor. Okay, that's interesting. What the? Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Not to talk about by who? Interesting. My lips were sealed. Interesting. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the date. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been the studios that day. But if you're going to go... Miss... Why did you keep the... Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old pack. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Almost three. Let's press on this. What time did they arrive? What time was this? Director and the producer, for starters. We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their actions? Of course. Not surprised no one asked. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting out. Oh, in the Studio 2 trail. Studio 2? There was a Studio... Yes, we do! I know there was a Studio 2. I think he's headed home. This is a trial. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing bonus on the side, so you got your bonus in. Oh, there's that global studio on the day in question. Director and the producer and are some bigwigs that were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the... I understand. Okay. So the game does... Once I saw that prompt again, I'm like, the game really wants me to end the day. So there we go. 104. We should be going down to the studio. More about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now is my chance to get material for the cross-examination. What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I. Yeah, no, look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Yep, don't worry. Alright, so since we're at a good point for a break, I'm going to take a break real quick, and then I'm gonna take a break real quick, and then I'll finish the next section. Okie dokie, we're back, baby! Anyway, oh boy. I've only got like half an hour left, so I'll probably do this investigation part. And then be done with it. Wright and Co. Law offices. Yep. We don't have enough information to make a case yet. That's exactly the same thing. Really? You're just repeating what you said. Why don't we just shoot? There's no point. Studio main gate. Is this gonna be blocked? They have Miss Oldback in custody. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Let's see. Turned off for the day. Interesting. The security guard station. There's a mountain of it on the desk here. And overhead to the left are the actual film studios. Police on patrol up there. Studio van. They probably use it. Can we move? October 18th, Studio 1 entrance. Up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion on today's trial. Head's back on. Maybe... Crank him. Outside Studio 2. Let's try it. Studio 2. Thought so. Doesn't really look much like a studio. Can we scroll? Materials. Huh. 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. What is it with steaks around here? But something does seem out of place. I don't know. It just feels odd. Interesting. There's some flowers. That fence looks dangerous. Yep. Interesting. Hold on. That's weird. Something gives me the ick about that. Oh well, it's locked. What the? Big 2 painted here. Let's move outside Studio 1. Is there some kind of... Yes, this is exactly why I don't want to get old ever. Like, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over. Bro, what is that call out? Interesting. It's not switched on. Let's go inside Studio 1 and see. That's weird. It is a murder. That's the chair director. Mm-hmm. Come on. Reflecting light. Okay, so... Yep. Backdrop for a stage. Mm-hmm. This is interesting. Yeah, where is it? Weird. There's nothing here. I can't tell if those sounds are coming from the game or from the actual... Oh yeah, they're coming from the... Huh? Employee area. You told me to cover up the drain. You mean that one? You? Just lots of times they end up looking interesting. Worry at least a little bit more. Go to the guard station. So the fam... So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. What? You want to rip the grate off? Huh. Interesting. Electric powered bicycles. What's the point? It makes it get a lot easier to go up hills. Yes, I can attest to that. Don't people cycle to get exercise? Not always, Mr. Wright. Sometimes we cycle to get from point A to point B. Interesting. I'm thinking we have to rip this off because it's... Sometimes. The draining grate is off. Must be nice to live so free of guilt. That's weird. Was that the play? Yeah. She's got a point. Yep. Nick, what? They're past the... What the? They're past the expiration. What? Hold on. These stacks are past the expiration date. No, that's interesting. What if they were trying to poison him and he wasn't feeling well from that? Kind of like samurai movies. Huh? There's gotta be something, or we're just gonna flat out lose. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. My camo vest. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. So how are the police wanted to... Let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. Yeah, can you believe it? The fanboy. Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should... Eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. The director... Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. Ted seems pretty eager to keep us quiet. Heck, the director. More the producer, really. The producers are real snarky. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer? Can we go to the detention center? Yep. Do you have any leads on my... Sorry, but no. Yes. The fanboy. Fanboy sneaking. No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director... Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and evil magistrate should move. Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet. I see. No, I'm sure hope not. Yep. This monkey head fell on the day of the murder. Did they do that to cover it up? Huh? It's locked. No. The security lady would knock the stuffing out. Huh. Interesting. Huh. If I had a license. What? Your attorney's back. Incinerator. They just put this one in. Interesting. I'm not finding anything. Move. Director and producer. There seems to be a dead end here. There's no... What the? What? Who are you? Whatever, lame. What is this language? What? Salmonella. Oh, I feel sick just by looking at you. They certainly got that down right. I make the Steel Samurai read the film credits. Salmonella? No, quite alright, really. It's, I can barely understand you. Oh, no, stop that! What? Creative powers. Oh my goodness. What? What are you doing? Nick? Their snacks, there's twice this much here before. I ate them. With tears welling in her eyes. Anything unusual in the... Oh, I know who dudes are. The security Jew about us. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning, then a meeting from lunchtime in Studio 2 trailer. Heck, I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. A T-bone... Yes! I hate this. No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till 4 p.m. after bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammers. The truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting. Oh, you mean De Vasquez? She's a genius. M4D skills all the way. Scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the... Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. The bigwigs. These bigwigs people keep mentioning. Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled in a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. What the? Okay. This lady's too much. The fanboy. Yep. She's serious. Okay. The one who's here on the day. Huh? Who are you? Right through that train. Hippie fashion. I think I'm being mocked. You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp. I'm pretty mad. Cody Hackins. We're gonna talk to you. No. What are you doing? What happened? Did you see any? I saw everything. What? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it. A bottle? Why was this? Sleeping. Interesting. Yep. Maya sure looks happy. Finally, we can go here and take the trailer keys. We need to put it back later. Not that eager. Trailer. Let's see what's in the trailer. Huh? Names. Evex Squares, the producer. Script. Script. I'm looking for a script. I need it. Miss Best. It's on TV. The director. Salmonella, was it? Here. Perhaps... Weird. It's starting to... If you see Manila, give him this. Don't cry. She'll take it. Interesting. Yep. Samurai sing. With this. Interesting. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes... What the? We can't move back to the employee area. I got this one. Interesting. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? Hold on if I don't find it. fascinating. There we go. There we go. Here. Yep. Powers lawyers. Am I a suspect? You wanted to know about the day of the... Yep. You know there was a meeting here at... Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. The path was blocked. The path... You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here. Monkey with a broken head. Its head fell over in the wind. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 p.m. Before, by the time the path was... Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was clear. Dinner died at 2:30, thus none of us could have gone to this meeting. Just after 3. Time is very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, ook, ook. Always with the ookie. Yes. Check its head. Clock inside it stopped when it broke. 2:15. This 2:15 till after 4. Goodbye. Yep. There we go. Watertight. Huh? Yeah. Sorry, Phoenix. I had trouble calling you unless she's really in trouble. Oh, wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. The boy, of course. I saw everything. I don't know. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing it over. Okay. What the? Yep. Awesome. What's this about? Oh, that boy was running away. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? Miss Oldback. Come on. There. I could be supported. 3-1 isn't my turf. I need it. Listen to me, son. I don't like having debts to know which are standards. You take this and we're even, deal? That's sneaky. Yep. Yep. I think he ran into the dressing room. How did she... Hey there. Hello. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Cody. I'll give you this if you help me. Shooing the bear. Whatever, I don't... I got a double. If you want... Come on, man. You know... Why does everyone but me know about... I wonder, is it this table over here? Weird. Hello. Interesting. She suspects something. Maybe we could get something. Yep. No. Mm-hmm. 2 and 4 p.m. I wonder. Huh. Well, it was worth a shot. So let's try maybe... All of this is here. I'm looking at everything and there is nothing. Like, actually nothing. I have no leads. I have an idea. Not now. There's nothing here. Studio me. Main gate. Did I soft lock myself? I got a double. Premium rare. Did I soft lock myself somehow? I'd like to find at least this critical piece of evidence. Huh? Huh? Why's everyone get... Trade! Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, yeah. That was just a random hunch. I cannot believe that was somehow the answer. What? The problem is you can't get from there to the employee area. What happened? Yeah. Because he's probably... I saw everything. I guess. Yep. Yeah. Interesting. What did you see? That day around 2 p.m. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I was there for maybe half an hour. Then I finally got to the studio. After that, the Steel Samurai. I got scared. I went home after that. So obvious you aren't speaking from... True enough. Uh-oh. That didn't go so well. Still here? Okay. I'm gonna be on. Okay, to be continued. I'm gonna actually end the stream here because I do have to take care of some IRL stuff. But on the next Ace Attorney stream, we will be taking care of this. No! Let me... Yeah. I know... Salmon. I was in the studio. I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna X out here. That realization came to me, so I will be coming back to this later. Thank you, everyone, for coming. See you later. Bye.